Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California. Though in real life, this track is not with us anymore. This has been a track on the Wawa Cup Series and even Chick-fil-A Cup Series calendar since the very beginning. And this season, it opens up the 2025 Wawa Cup Series officially. Had a great race last Friday night at the New Smyrna Speedway with Brian Webb winning the Mellow Yellow Smooth Fest. Once again, congratulations to him. Tonight, new era for the Wawa Cup Series. Our first ever qualifying session for a points-paying race in the Wawa Cup Series specifically. We start with Uncharted qualifying. This is going to be very fascinating. The way this works, the top 5 drivers who qualify in each of these Uncharted sessions are guaranteed into the race, and the 6th driver will be either the highest hot seat driver who may not have made it into the top 5, or just simply the 6th place driver if a hot seat driver is already in the top 5. So if you finish top 5 in this qualifying session, you're good to go. You are in the show, but you have to qualify your way in. And 10 drivers are full-time in Uncharted rides. We got 4 drivers in hot seats. Skep Silver is one of those drivers, driving for Groton Autosport in the number 14. Carson Miller is going to be in this 50 machine all year long, driving for Appalachian Motorsports. Lenovo Pro Series champion, very fitting that he is driving for Caleb's team. Caleb runs the series. Caleb has Lenovo on the car. Carson Miller will be attempting each of these races in the 50 machine. They just made their first career start last night, or 2 nights ago, excuse me, at the LA Coliseum. Rashia Mahendra in the 91. This is the hot seat for Evans Ross Racing. Another hot seat driver here in the number 90 for Appalachian Motorsports. That is Christian Vargas, who has been full-time in the Cup Series before. Haley Anderson Jr. will be full-time in the 92, attempting these races for Pacific Racing. That is a familiar scheme. Of course, we have seen Thomas Troxel in his 62 already. 42 machine, the other hot seat driver, the 4th hot seat driver in this field. That is Chris Reynolds, who has also run a full season in the Wawa Cup Series in the past. He is driving for Racing Motorsports and Aaron Abel. Darian Arnsdorf is the full-time driver for Groton Autosport in the number 11. The 05 machine, Dylan Matthews, another driver who has been full-time in the past in the Wawa Cup Series, driving the 05 for Titan Fury Racing. Got the 27 machine, that is Johnson Jameson for Hamill Racing Enterprises, going to be full-time this season in the 27. Eric Monaco is back with Racing Motorsports full-time in the 45. Monaco was with Racing Motorsports 2 years ago. We got Jared Martin in the 96 machine. Already made a couple starts in the Light Series, going to be the full-time driver for NS Racing and their Uncharted program. There is Skep Silver, who currently holds on to the fastest time. Remember, the top 5 drivers advance on. 3 of them right now are uncharted drivers. This could get very, very interesting early on in the season, or should say hot seat drivers. All these guys are uncharted drivers. It's going to be very interesting early on in the season when these ratings are pretty close. The uncharted full-time guys do ratings every week. The hot seat drivers will not. The hot seat drivers are chosen by the owners. Of course, they have to make a start in a series in 2025 to be eligible. But right now, they are the top 4 fastest drivers here in this Uncharted session. Wouldn't you believe it? How about Skep Silver still holding on to the fastest time? Of course, it's no surprise to see Groton Autosport run this well. Got the 00, Zayden Davidson, going to be full-time in this 00 this season. Great to see Zayden in a full-time ride. He's also going to be in the Light Series West. We saw him a couple nights ago at the Coliseum. He's currently in. J.R. Ribbleton driving there for Hairgel Motorsports in the 82 all season. Aaron Lukes driving for Rut Racing in the number 2 machine. Aaron Lukes, for those of you who may not be aware, was the first driver on the channel to win multiple races back in 2015. And here he is in the number 2 for Rut Racing full-time, though he is not in the top 6. It's going to be top 6, regardless, because those hot seat guys are fast. Skep Silver is fast. Mahendra in the 6, or in the 91 machine, just outside now, as they keep on swapping positions up there. Jared Martin is in position to qualify his way in. 00 of Zayden Davidson, Aaron Lukes, Carson Miller, and the 90 of Christian Vargas for the last spot into the NAPA 400 as of right now. If you do not advance on here, you do not qualify for the first race of the season. How about Chris Reynolds in the 42 inside the top 5? He is in at the moment. So Skep Silver, Jared Martin, The 00 of Zayden Davidson, Chris Reynolds, Aaron Lukes, and the 50 machine of Carson Miller are the 6 drivers looking to qualify their way into the first race of the Wawa Cup Series season. They have held on to that spot for now. No change in the top 6 as of right now. And it looks like that might be your group of drivers. We'll see if J.R. Ribbleton has anything here in the 82 machine. Looks like he is coming down the pit lane, and he will not qualify for the NAPA 400. But Carson Miller looking to get in just barely. Those who qualify in the odd positions will be in Group A. Those who qualify in the even positions will be in Group B. Rashia Mahendra will not make it on to the show in the Evans Ross Racing Machine. We'll see what they can do as we move on throughout the season. They will be in this route a couple more times, I do believe. Though the hot seat drivers will not be in consecutive races to attempt, so you have to wait a couple of weeks if you're a hot seat driver and you miss on. Of course, next week at Daytona, all 50 drivers will be going single-car runs, including the 14 uncharted cars. And that right there is your results. Skip Silver, Jared Martin, Zayden Davidson, Chris Reynolds, Aaron Lukes, and Carson Miller all qualify for the NAPA 400. DNQs are Christian Vargas, Rashia Mahendra, Eric Monaco, Darian Arnsdorf, J.R. Ribbleton, Dylan Matthews, Johnson Jamison, and Haley Anderson Jr. They will fail to qualify for the NAPA 400. But Skep Silver, Jared Martin, Zayden Davidson, Chris Reynolds, Aaron Lukes, and Carson Miller will be running in the first race of the season. And with that, they will more than likely go out a bit later in Daytona 500 qualifying next week. Next Tuesday, I should say, when that's going to be. That will be done in the reverse order of points. The 8 drivers that failed to qualify here tonight will go in order of how they qualified. So Haley Anderson Jr. will lead us off to qualify on Tuesday night in the Daytona 500. All right, let's get to the full-time guys. We have already seen them, of course, this season with the Meliala Smooth Fest. Let's see how they fare along with these uncharted drivers. And, of course, we've got the Fast 6. And the top 3 in each of these groups will move on to the Fast 6 and go for the pole, which will award the first point of the season. So, very excited to see who gets it done. Let's get on to Group A here in NAPA 400 qualifying. And here we go. We're really officially ready to get it started here tonight at the Auto Club Speedway. Group A qualifying. Top 3 advance onto the Fast 6. Same exact format as the Turkey Hill Truck Series over the fall. And the pole winner for each of these races will receive a championship point, and you know how important that is here in the Wawa Cup Series to get every single point you can. We're going to award the first point of the season here tonight in about 30 minutes. Nathan Smith for Parker Davis Enterprises. You know, is it sad that I don't even remember where he finished in the Smooth Fest? I know he made it into the feature event. All 6 of the full-time Grattan-affiliated cars made it into that feature. Nathan Smith here, returning to the channel, was in the NOFSRL Cup Series 4 years ago. We'll see what he can do there with Parker Davis Enterprises. And keep in mind, these sessions are only 5 minutes long. They do not have a lot of time to get out there and get their lap in. This is a long racetrack as well. One of the longest racetracks that will actually have this format. Travis Crampton, this is a home race for Travis, and I know he would absolutely love it to open up the season with a race victory here at the Auto Club Speedway. NS Racing, definitely a team to watch out for this season, with Tanner Parton joining that organization. About Andrew Miller, great run at the Meliala Smooth Fest last week. And, you know, we keep on talking about how much Andrew has been talking up his season. Well, here is the first true test for Durrani Racing and Andrew Miller this season. We'll have to see what the 3-season veteran can do. He actually won this race 5 years ago. Andrew Miller won here at Auto Club back in 2020. We'll see if he gets it done this year. Jack Haas in the 39. Not a rookie anymore. And absolutely a driver to watch out for this season. Going to be fascinating to see what this team can do with Jack Haas. They had a great season last year, finishing 6th in the championship standings. As a matter of fact, I believe Jack also finished 6th in the Turkey Hill Truck Series standings as well. Here he is, Mr. Edge. Nicholas Samudio. Nicholas Samudio. I have to apologize again to Nicholas for messing his name up for 10 years. But as he said, it's too late to change it now. And I appreciate his blessing on that at this point. And here she is, defending Wawa Cup Series champion. The defense starts tonight for Ludovic Charette and Grattan Autosport, looking to back it up after a thrilling end of the season last year. Ludovic Charette in a great position to do it again with this organization in Grattan Autosport, bringing in Drew Webb onto that team. As Bryce Egan had a great run last week in the Smooth Fest, couldn't quite get the win. And Skep Silver, very impressive drive here. Of course, this is a Grattan car, so no surprise to see Skep do a great job. For Skep Silver, I believe he finished top 10 in the truck points last year. Had a great run with Parker Davis Enterprises over there. Didn't make it into a full-time ride, but Stewart definitely saw his success. And definitely excited to see what Skep Silver can do. Hey, Josh Marzak is going to be in this ride next week, guys. Two-time Daytona 500 champion. That is going to be exciting. And there is Drew Webb, 2023 Wawa Cup Series champion. Zayden Davidson there in the 00, just advanced down from uncharted qualifying. Of course, top 3 advance on to the Fast 6. Everybody else starts on the inside lane in their respective rows. So Skep Silver would now start 7th the way they currently run. You got yourself Nathan Smith, who has been out there longer than anybody. 23 of Duncan Ward just moved his way into the top 3. This is one of those racetracks, too, where you get that pull off the guys ahead of you, and Duncan Ward absolutely got that right there. Laura Chung also in the top 3 right now, looking to go for the pole here in the NAPA 400. At 3 wide ahead of him, Bruno Diacomo, Braden Perez splitting there with Crampton. Braden Perez, another home racetrack for him. I know he'd love to get the race victory there for Millennium Motorsports. Laura Chung just went to the top of the board in the number 20 machine, pulling off a Christian Master right there. Looking to stake her claim into the Fast 6 here tonight. Still a great run for Skep Silver in the 14. He is currently 5th right now. Nicholas Amadio there in 6th. Travis Crampton, Zayden Davidson, Ludovic Charette looking to start in 18th. Giacomo there in 10th. You got Christian Master, Logan Williams, Jack Haas, Braden Perez, Drew Webb, Angel Gutierrez. 54 of Daniel Paulus Jr., Aaron Lukes, Andrew Miller, Jesse Turner, and then the 99 of Zachary Fitzwater. That's how they currently run. That is how they would line up from 4th on back on the inside lane. And Nicholas Sambadio has just gone to the top of the board in the 59 there for Appalachian Motorsports. Watch out. This driver has finished top 3 in every rating series that we have done in the weekly ratings era on the channel. That is 4 seasons. 2 of Wawa Cup Series, 2 of Turkey Hill Truck Series. And I know Nicholas would love to get win number 31 tomorrow night. I know he'd love to get win number 31 tonight. California 100 is tonight, folks. Haas IndyCar Series action returning tonight to the racetrack here at the Auto Club Speedway. We could not be any more excited for that. We're taking a step back to that tonight. We're just the preview to what you're going to see tonight. California 100 is always one of the best races of the year in the Haas IndyCar Series, and I know Caleb is going to cook, just like he's cooking with his driver right here in Group A, with Nicholas Sambadio looking to go for the pole here in the NAPA 400. Laura Chung, Nathan Smith looking to join him. Bryce Egan, regardless, that is a great starting position for Bryce, who had a great showing last week at the New Smyrna Speedway. That does it for Group A. And that is how they line up. Nicholas Sambadio, Laura Chung, and Nathan Smith in the Fast 6. Bryce Egan will start 7th. Duncan Ward will start 9th. Skep Silver will start 11th. What a run for the hot seat driver there. Zayden Davidson, uncharted driver, will start in the 13th position. Defending champion Ludovic Charette will start 15th. Travis Crampton will start 17th. Bruno Diacomo will start 19th. Aaron Lukes will start in the 21st position. How about all of those uncharted guys qualifying in the top 10, or top 11, excuse me, though they will qualify and start in the top 22. We got Christian Master. He'll start 23rd. Angel Gutierrez will start 25th. Logan Williams will start in the 27th position. Jack Haas will start 29th. Andrew Miller will start 31st. Braden Perez will start 33rd. Drew Webb will start 30. Gotta make sure I get it right here. 35th. Daniel Paulus Jr. will start 37th. Zachary Fitzwater will start 39th. Jesse Turner will start 41st. Tomorrow night in the NAPA 400, 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on AG the channel. Of course, we'll have the full starting lineup at the end of the video, as we always do. Nicholas Sambadio, Laura Chung, Nathan Smith are going to be going for the pole here in just a moment. But first, you got 3 more drivers to join them here from Group B. Here we go. Group B from the Auto Club Speedway. Keep in mind, weather conditions are identical for all these groups and for each individual run in the Fast 6 shootout. Nicholas Samedeo, Laura Chung, Nathan Smith advanced on. Samedeo posted a 37.428. That is the fastest time of the night so far. Here's Avery Alford, who won the opening race last year at the Homestead Miami Speedway. That race will be, I believe, either race 7 or race 8 of the season. It will still be the Wawa 400, but we're going to be much deeper into the season with those ratings. That race will be very fascinating. Of course, we'll have Homestead again as the penultimate race of the season. Rogel Dorn, 3-time winner last year, did not have a good outing in New Smyrna last week in the Smooth Fest. Didn't even make it into the feature event. It'll be interesting to see what Rogel Dorn can do in the 74 machine this year. Alex Amatali in the 61 machine to make his first official start as a Cup driver. And the only 3 drivers out on the racetrack at the moment. Here comes Trey Bartow in the 4 machine. Justin Zaidel in the 3. Tanner Parton in the 97. This is a guy to watch out for this season. Remember back in 2023, Tanner Parton almost made the chase. Actually got taken out of a chase spot in the final regular season race that year while driving for a team that did not have the speed. Let's put it that way. Obviously, the team did not have the speed last year. And a lot of turmoil over there for Tanner Parton at that organization. Actually overtook the ownership midway through the season. It was just not a good situation for Parton or Stover in that regard. But Tanner with a well-established organization this year. Going to be teammates to Travis Crampton, who has been with the team since the beginning of the Wawa Cup Series. So Tanner Parton going to be set up for success this year. Roberto Crown Jr. also looking for some success in the 81 and for Cohen Racing Enterprises. There's Chris Reynolds in the 42 machine. No, he's happy to be back in the Wawa Cup Series. Going to be making this start tomorrow night. Brad Stover there in the 78. Where's the big guys at? No offense to these guys. Here's one of the big guys. Winner of the Smooth Fest last week, Brian Webb. How about what he pulled off last week in New Smyrna Speedway? Kind of shocked us all with that race victory. But Racing Motorsports, Aaron Abel, and the whole United Alliance, they were not surprised. And I know they're going to be talking that up all season leading into this one. Of course, they got their hot seat driver in with Chris Reynolds, so we'll see. We'll see how well they do here at the Auto Club Speedway. Bernardo de Oliveira did not have a good run on the feature, but did make it into the feature event. Jared Martin advanced on, making his first ever Wawa Cup Series start tomorrow night. And there is who I was talking about. Where are the big guys? Well, here's Blaine Keys. Already a 2-time winner this year on the channel. And Blaine is in a great position with Pacific Racing going into the season. Of course, Chase Buck was the driver of this car for the last 2 seasons. He has since retired and make way for who will probably soon be the winningest driver on the channel of Blaine Keys. We'll have to see how well he does here in qualifying. He is by himself right now. Might not necessarily be the best way to go about it on a track such as this one. Though I do think we have a very strong group of guys who made it in from Group A. We'll see how fast that 32 machine truly is. He did not 7th. Of course, remember the Truck Series last year and how Blaine Keys just dominated qualifying. Won 5 straight poles in the Turkey Hill Truck Series and became more hated than the Kansas City Chiefs for a while, though the Chiefs have overtaken that. I am not particularly an Eagles fan, but I am from this area, so go Birds on Sunday. I think a lot of us are thinking that, even though we don't want to. Kirsten Bell, another one of these strong drivers from last season. Did not have the best of runs in the Smooth Fest to start out last week, but I know she did make it on into that feature event. At least I think she did. Hey, I know she's going to be contending for some race wins this year. There at Evans Ross Racing, no doubt about it. Right now, it's Tanner Parton, who has the fastest time there for NS Racing. Bernardo de Oliveira is the guy to watch out for. And there's Troxel. Thomas Troxel go ahead and gets that. Goes ahead and gets that last spot. But Brad Stover just came through there in the 78. How about that? They didn't get a good run with Andrew Miller, but Durrani Racing's got Brad Stover in a good position right now late in the going here in Group B. Then you got, oh no, Avery Alford just went ahead and took that away. And Alford did that on speed alone. Great run there for Alford, no one ahead of him. So it's Tanner Parton, Bernardo de Oliveira, Avery Alford. Alford made a couple of Fast 6s last year in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. But he might not make this one because Kirsten Bell and Thomas Troxel just moved their way into the top 3 and they pushed both de Oliveira and Alford out. Troxel to the top of the board with a 6:03. That is still little ways off of what San Mateo ran. It's a 4.28 that San Mateo had there in Group A. Troxel, Bell, Tanner Parton, De Oliveira, and a little bit of a shuffle right there. De Oliveira just knocked Tanner Parton out. Great run for the 0 there late in the going. Both of the Rut Racing cars looking to make it into the Fast 6 here tonight. Then it's Tanner Parton, Avery Alford, Blaine Keys is 6th there. That'll be a 12th starting position for Blaine. Matthew Hubert is 7th. Isaac Nichols, Brad Stover, Trey Bartow, 81 machine. Who was 81 this year? I should know this. Roberto Crown Jr., they switched numbers there for Cohen. 71 of LJ Semedo, Jared Martin, Brian Webb, Alex Amitali, Justin Zeidel, Rogaldorn, Philip Torres, Leonard Kochmer, Carson Miller, and it was Chris Reynolds, I believe, was the last driver there. Look at the official results right here. And there they are. Thomas Troxel, Bernardo de Oliveira, and Kirsten Bell are in the Fast 6 for this race, the NAPA 400. Tanner Parton will start 8th. Avery Alford will start 10th. Blaine Keys will start 12th. Matthew Hubert will start 14th. Isaac Nichols will start 16th. Brad Stover will start 18th. Trey Bartow will start 20th. Roberto Crown Jr. will start 22nd. LJ Semedo will start 24th. Jared Martin will start 26th. Brian Webb will start 28th. Alex Amitali will start 30th. Justin Zeidel will start 32nd. Rogaldorn will start 34th. Philip Torres will start 36th. Leonard Kochman will start 38th. Carson Miller will start 40th. And Chris Reynolds will start in the 42nd and last position. But he is still in the race. That's what counts. He's going to be getting some points tomorrow night. And we're going to award 1 point here tonight as well. Kirsten Bell, Bernardo de Oliveira, Thomas Troxel, Joy, Nicholas San Mateo, Nathan Smith, and Laura Chung going for the pole here for the NAPA 400 at the Auto Club Speedway. Let's see who gets it done here with these single car runs here in Fontana, California. And here we go to start the Fast 6. First time we've really done this in the Wawa Cup Series, though we have had single car runs in the Winner's Showdown before. Next week will be a lot of fun when all 50 drivers go single car runs. That'll be fun on my end. Hey, regardless of the fact, Kirsten Bell leading us off here in the Fast 6. Looking to get the pole for the NAPA 400, looking to win the first point of the season. Though there will be many, many more points to be awarded throughout the year. Winning the first pole, winning that first point is going to be a big deal. Starting on the pole at a racetrack like this, we really haven't talked too much about the characteristics of this racetrack. This is a difficult place to pass. One of the hardest places to pass on the circuit. So starting up front is going to be a huge deal for whoever wins the pole here tonight. Going to be going 196 there in the turn number 1. Minimizing there, 172 for Kirsten Bell. Second season here with Evans Ross Racing. A driver that won twice last year with this organization. They had a lot of success early on. Kept a lot of speed throughout the season, though they did not see Victory Lane. They have not seen Victory Lane on the channel, I should say, since the Nemours 400 at Dover. That was her last win there, and even that kind of came on a freak occurrence there. Across the line for Kirsten Bell, it is a 38.234. That is the benchmark here in the Fast 6. Let's get on to our next driver in line. And that is Nathan Smith in the 06. Here we go for the 06, Nathan Smith. Great to see Nathan Smith back. Only made one start last year in the Sprint Series? I mean, it was either the Sprint Series or the Pro Series, one of the two. Was running full-time in the NOFL Cup Series, and we all know what happened there, but great that Nathan is back. And driving for a good team as well. One of the teams under the Grand Autosport umbrella. As Parker Davis Enterprises debuting here in the Wawa Cup Series. Had a great run with Skip Silver and Jack Haas last year in the Truck Series. And we're going to see what they do with Nathan Smith and Isaac Nichols this year. Nathan needs to beat a 38.234 that was set by Kirsten Bell. Not quite as fast across the line as Kirsten. Topping off at 196 right there, going in the turn number 1. 170 for Nathan Smith. Looking like Kirsten had a bit of a faster time. Nathan is the only rookie in this Fast 6, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nathan is really not a true rookie. As a matter of fact, really, we don't even have any true rookies to this series. I mean, Duncan Ward made starts last year. Sam Vitale has not made a start in the Wawa Cup Series with any of his drivers. I don't think, at least. I might be wrong about that. Nathan Smith across the line, 3-1-1. Not as far away as I thought it was going to be, but still second here in the Fast Six of the Auto Club Speedway. Third driver in line, and a driver who I think might be on a good trajectory going into this season. Had a strong outing at the Smooth Fest before the mechanical issues that took him out of the feature event. Rut Racing as a whole showed up tonight. Both Bernardo de Oliveira and Laura Chung, who is next in line, making it into the Fast Six. That is a good show for Joe Rutt's team, and this is a team. This could be this year's Racing Motorsports, though. I think both drivers on that team can actually contend for race wins. Could be that case. We'll have to see. Bernardo de Oliveira in the 0 for Rut Racing. Across the line, 187. We'll see what he tops out at going in the turn number 1. 196, about what we've seen so far. He's going to hit 170, a little bit slower there. Kirsten had a really good entry in the turn number 1. It really is a momentum-based racetrack. Got to carry that speed. If you miss your mark through the corner, you lose all that momentum going down the straightaways, and that kind of does it. But doesn't look like the Oliveira's going to quite have the speed that we saw out of Kirsten Bell. Needs to beat a 38.234. Kirsten still holds on to that fast time at the moment. Bernardo de Oliveira looking to cross the line right here. It is going to be a 38.501, so a little bit on the slower side here on this Fast Six, but nonetheless, he'll still start in the top 6, and that's going to be a huge deal for that Joe Rutt Racing team. And here is Bernardo's teammate, Laura Chung, in the number 20. This is a driver. Now, I keep talking about her all the time. Had that breakout season when she debuted on the channel, the Turkey Hill Truck Series back in 22. And has not won on the channel since then. Did not have a good run in 2023. Let's just put it this way. That was probably the worst organization to be a part of in 2023. Last year, a semi-decent season with Dracon Racing Enterprises. I think she's making a step up. We saw Matthew Hubert do what he did with this team last year. We expect Hubert to be in the chase this year with Velocistar. I say you might want to expect Laura Chung to make the chase with Rut Racing. We'll have to see how it goes down tonight. Will she compare to the other lady here in the top 6? Looking for a 38.234. Laura Chung's a driver who I think is a lot better than a lot of people make her out to be. And I think you can look at that Turkey Hill Truck Series season back in 22 as an example of that, when she won 4 times, almost won the championship ahead of Kukulon. That was a one-time ratings form series. She's going to wash it up the corner there. That is not going to help her out. But nonetheless, she'll still start in the top 6. Watch out for tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, wow, it's a lot closer to the front than I thought it was going to be. 3.88 for Laura Chung. That is third quickest. Still Kirsten Bell with the top spot. Next in line, fellow Toyota driver there, Thomas Troxel. Here we go for Thomas Troxel. The Pacific Racing veteran at this point. Has been with this team since the first season of the Wawa Cup Series, and Brandon Wilmington has found a lot of success with Troxel. As a matter of fact, Troxel is the 2-time regular season champion of the Wawa Cup Series. Nobody else has ever won the regular season championship. 2 more races in the regular season this year. We'll see how that fares with Troxel as the season goes along, but Thomas is a guy who has been here since the beginning, essentially. And, we keep talking about that 10th anniversary race. He is definitely going to be a driver in that 10th anniversary race in less than 2 months' time. April 1st, the 10-year anniversary of the first ever race on the channel. Very excited for that. 195 into the corner, not quite as fast as some of the other drivers, but carrying a lot more speed there going into the corner. And this is a car that is similarly set up to that of Kirsten Bell, though there is no official alliance between Pacific Racing and Evans Ross Racing. There's some similarities there. They kind of do work together in their attempts to defeat the Grattan Empire. Troxel might actually get the top spot here. Very, very good lap there through the corners there. Did not slide it up like Laura Chung did that last time around. And Troxel's going to go 38.0417. And I don't even know. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's good enough for 4th. 1 driver left. That's Nicholas Samadeo looking to get to Kirsten Bell for this NAPA 400 pole. We'll see what he does here in just a moment. And we're just going to go ahead and get started before he rolls off, because he's Nicholas Samadeo after all. We talk about him a lot here in the Wawa Cup Series. Only 1 official career win in the Wawa Cup Series. That came at North Wilkesboro last year. And I think the biggest issue for Nicholas throughout these rating series, and especially last year, was qualifying. Well, what a way to turn that around here tonight if he can in fact turn it around all the way and win the pole for this NAPA 400. We will see what Caleb Rose has cooked up here tonight for his championship level driver. This is a driver who, it is surprising, has not gone to Champions Circle on the channel in a while. As a matter of fact, his only driver's championship came in the 2018 Haas IndyCar Series, though he has a lot of other accolades. Two-time Indy 250 champion, Daytona 500 winner, Thanksgiving 500 winner, and also he has won more races than anybody else. 30 career wins, looking for number 31 tonight. And if he gets tonight, looking for number 32 tomorrow night. We'll have to see if that ends up being the case for Mr. Edge, Nicholas Samedeo. Almost 10 years since he won that Daytona 500 by absolutely nothing. We're excited to have him back. And I know Caleb is excited to have him back as well. Here he comes to start his flying lap, his fast lap, I should say. Here in Auto Club qualifying, 188 across the line. We'll see how quick he is coming in the turn number 1. Gonna hit, whoa, he hit 197. But will he be able to keep the momentum into the corner? He absolutely will. Very good corner there for Nicholas Samedeo. Has to beat a 38.234. That was set by Kirsten Bell. Nicholas has set the fastest time all night up to this point. Will he be able to get it here in the single car run? He cannot overshoot the corner there. A little bit slower there through turn number 3, but we'll see. It's kind of been hard to tell really how fast these guys are going through the corners and how that relates to the time. Across the line, not enough. 3.24. Kirsten Bell has won the pole for the NAPA 400, and she's going to be awarded the first point of the season in the 2025 Wawa Cup Series. But Samedeo, he'll start right behind her in the 3rd position. Well, that does it here for qualifying. A fun qualifying session, and we'll see a qualifying session for each of the 32 races this season here in the Wawa Cup Series. Hope you folks enjoyed it tonight. There is your starting lineup for the first official race of the season, the NAPA 400. And your pole winner is Kirsten Bell and Evans Ross Racing. Number 93 team with an excellent run there in the Fast 6 shootout. Nathan Smith will start alongside her in run number 1. Row 2 will see Nicholas Samedeo and Laura Chung. Row 3 will see Thomas Troxel and Bernardo de Oliveira. Row 4 will be Bryce Egan and Tanner Parton. Row 5 will be Duncan Ward and Avery Alford. Row number 6 will see Skep Silver and Blaine Keys. Row 7 will see Zayden Davidson and Matthew Hubert. Row 8 will see Ludovic Charette and Isaac Nichols. Row 9 will see Travis Crampton and Brad Stover. Row 10 will see Bruno Diacomo and Trey Bartow. Row 11 will see Aaron Lukes and Roberto Crown Jr. Row 12 will see Christian Master and LJ Semedo. Row 13 will see Angel Gutierrez and Jared Martin. Row 14 will see Logan Williams and Brian Webb. Row 15 will see Jack Haas and Alex Savantali. Row 16 will see Andrew Miller and Justin Zidell. Row 17 will see Braden Perez and Rogel Dorn. Row 18 will see Drew Webb and Philip Torres. Row 19 will see Daniel Paulus Jr. and Leonard Kochmer. Row 20 will see Zachary Fitzwater and Carson Miller. Row 21, Jesse Turner and Chris Reynolds. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on AG the Channel, the opening race of the 2025 Wawa Cup Series, the NAPA 400 from the Auto Club Speedway. But tonight, it's the opening race of the Haas IndyCar Series, the California 100. Oh boy, it's going to be a lot of fun. The IndyCar race here at California is always one of the best races of the season. Zachary Fitzwater, wow, what he did last year in this race was quite impressive, coming from 6th to 1st in the final lap and winning the race by just thousandths of a second. What crazy thing will we see tonight? California 100 coming up in less than an hour, at the top of the hour here on AG the Channel. Don't you miss it. It's going to be a fun one with Caleb cooking, as he always does with the Haas IndyCar Series. Excited to see how it all goes down tonight. And of course, tomorrow night, Wawa Cup Series officially gets going with the NAPA 400. Excited to see how it all goes down in the first points race of the season. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Congratulations to Kirsten Bell on her pole win here in the NAPA 400, and I will see you guys later.